All right. We're about to get started here. Yeah, the webcam works better than that does for this. Wait. Is that what was on? Oh, that's what's filming. Oh. Okay. No, nobody's on yet. I think that was you. No, I'm trying to see what this computer do here. Oh, I don't know who that was. Okay, sorry. Tell them I'm finna send a new link. Hold on, let me see. Give me a minute if you're on. I'm sending out the new link to everybody. It's just 3 of us attending the workshop. So I'm sending the new link out. Give me a minute. Just a minute. We're going to get started here. All right. Is anybody out here yet? This is my first time doing a live video, so I'm excited to do this. It's new and everything, but may have a few bugs in it, but we're gonna knock them out as we go along. So you are in the Urban Soul Kitchen with me, and we're gonna get started. We're gonna make buttermilk cornbread dressing, and we're gonna put chicken in it. So that way, it's really a meal. All you need is some vegetables along with it. So we're gonna get started. Already. If you got your email, you got that message to already have your cornbread done and the vegetables chopped. We're going to save time. And in the Urban Soul Kitchen, you're going to also see cameras and probably monitors, because this is, like I say, my first time doing this, and we're working it out as we go. Thank you for being a part of what's going on in the Urban Soul Kitchen. All righty, let me pull some of my ingredients over here. Mariah, go out. Can you hear me, Emma? You don't have a link? Okay, let me send my producer a link. Just want to make sure everything's going right here. Thank you for your patience. All right, go out there and see if you see those two bowls I just bought. And that, okay. And those ice cream things, I forgot them in the car too. All right. I think that's it. Check that link. See if you got the link first. Make sure it's right. All right, we almost, okay. All right, like I say, this is new to me, so I appreciate you all bearing with me. I'm even learning. Can you hear it? I'm emailing it to you. Let me try it again. At Yahoo? That's one. Mariah. All right, Mariah, what now? MM. Mariah RM at gmail.com. If y'all have any questions, if you're on here, feel free to put your questions in. And if we have to get on Zoom where I can see what you're doing, let me know. Let me know in the comment section, live chat, and we'll get on Zoom, talk to you, and look at what you got going on. All right. Ain't nobody on here. Not yet. And what I do is go back and edit all this out. Testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? You ain't got the email yet?
Mariah RMRRS.
Oh, come type it to yourself. Oh, there's a whole lot.
Send it to them.
Sent it to the wrong place.
No, I just sent it to my Yahoo.
You get the ice cream sandwiches?
Not yet, I'll do that.
Okay. All right, still nobody on with me. They got the email. They got the email. Okay, that's coming through real good. Let me check my Facebook, see if anybody sent me messages. Hey, I hope you guys are getting my emails with the link. I'm not seeing any messages from anyone. Is it raining outside? Okay. 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 Oh, that's you. So right there. All right. Those that are supposed to be here, I'm gonna give y'all a few minutes to come on in. Come on in. I'm acting like my producer, Mariah. Give you a few more minutes to come on in. Give you a few more minutes. Come on in. Come on, you got a few more minutes to come on in. We're about to get this party started. Come on in. Let me know if anybody get on. All right, anybody on yet? Okay, let's check it. Make sure you got the right link. Now, I was trying to make sure the right link was sent. Okay, anybody on here from the class? I was trying to give y'all, I said I got 3 on now. If you're on here, identify who you are. Trying to give you a few minutes to come on in. I know it's Friday. I know y'all are working and everything. Sometimes you can run behind, so I wanted to delay it a little bit, few minutes to let you come on in. If you're on here, let me know who you are. I got a monitor that I'm looking at. When you see me look like that, that's not directly behind the cameras. Did you get off? Okay, somebody was on and got off. Because it's showing 1 now. All right, I'm gonna go on and get started. And like I said, got a lot of stuff going on in here. This is All right. All right, if you're on here, you're welcome to my workshop on how to do buttermilk cornbread dressing along with a little chicken on the inside. As I said earlier, if you didn't hear me, this can actually be a meal. It can be a meal that you can use. But what I want to do is go through the process. If you have any questions, if you want to show what you're doing, just let me know and we can set up a Zoom link and take a look at what you're actually doing. But if you have any comments or questions, feel free to mention them in the live chat section. I want it to be interactive. I want you to learn. I want you to be able, after today, to have a foundation laid so that before Thanksgiving gets here, you'd be pretty good at making dressing, whether it's with chicken, turkey, pork chops, or whatever you like to put in it. So I'm about to get started. Give me about a minute. I want to give, see, we have 3 on. I don't know who all is attending right now, but if you would, just type in the live chat section your name so that I know. I'm expecting 3 people actually to attend the workshop. We had 3, and I'm glad you guys gave me a chance with this live stream workshop. This is actually my first live stream workshop, and I'm excited about it. Even if it was 1, I'd be excited because 1 is greater than 0. But I want to thank you for the opportunity to share this with you. And if I have any bugs along the way, just let me know, and we'll work to smooth it out so that you will have a good transition in learning how to make dressing, cornbread, buttermilk cornbread dressing. All right, first thing we're going to do is, as I sent the email out, glad to have you with us, Mariah. Glad to have you. I see we have Mariah Raquel. Mariah Raquel, I'm glad that you are tuning in with us. And so the first thing we're going to do, I told you in the email that I sent out to make your cornbread, make 2 skillets, 10-inch skillets of cornbread. And we're going to take that cornbread and we're going to put it in this is a 5-quart bowl. We're going to put it in this bowl and we're going to crush it up, squish it up, and make it where we can add our other ingredients to it in a little while as well. First thing you want to do, I know some people use gloves. When I'm cooking at home, when I'm cooking personally, I don't use gloves. I just keep my hands washed and clean. So let me wash my hands again. And then we're going to get 2 skillets of cornbread, 10-inch skillets of cornbread, buttermilk cornbread, and we're going to put them in the bowl. And as I said, this is my work area, and this is also where I'm producing the video as well. So you may see cameras, you may see monitors, but it's sanitized. This is just for television or streaming production. So I'm about to get to work. I'm ready. And you know what? I'm ready to eat after this is done as well. But I want to make sure you all get it right. As I said earlier, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me your questions. I'm here to help you. I'm here to help. So let's get started. And, you know, I really believe that this Thanksgiving is going to be a big Thanksgiving for a lot of people due to all the things that have happened this year. A lot of people have lost loved ones. A lot of people have been sick and not able to meet their relatives and different things. And I think for those relatives that you're able to fellowship with, this is going to be a very special Thanksgiving. And food helps to make the celebration memorable. And the cornerstone of most people's Thanksgiving dinner is the dressing. And you don't want to have bad dressing. If you have gummy dressing, if you have soupy dressing, dry dressing, people may not say nothing to your face, but they're going to talk about you. If you have gummy sweet potatoes or sweet potatoes with lumps in it, they may not say nothing to your face, but they're going to talk about you. And that's why I'm doing my workshops, because I want to be able to help people to create holidays and family get-togethers that are memorable, where the children, when they get older, they'll be able to say, this reminds me of a certain time, or this reminds me of a certain relative. So that's the power that food has. And so let's get started. I'm going to, as I said earlier, take 2 10-inch skillets of cornbread, and we're going to put it, mash it, sift it up together in there. Now, this is my cornbread. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful cornbread. This is 10-inch skillet. And we're gonna take this and we're going to put it in there. And I've also already done one skillet, just already started. So we're gonna put this in as well. Producer, if you could get the camera and turn it around here, show everybody what we're doing. And like I say, this is my work area. So you may see a bag or two, monitor screen. That's okay. This is work. And this is what we do right here. And those parts that are a little brown or a little hard, those are going to be gone once you start mixing in your liquids and everything. All right. And when you're doing turkey or chicken and dressing, whatever kind of dressing you do, you want to take your time. There's no rush. Take your time. Let me move this stuff out the way. Take your time. Do it. Put love, kindness into it. Take this water out there. All right, let me get this other skillet. I moved that because I know some people, I don't believe you will, but some people, that kind of stuff, they can't focus on what you're doing for looking at all that. So, just taking it all out of here. Did y'all make any cornbread? Anybody out there make any cornbread for this? Come on, y'all gonna have to talk to me. You ain't got to be scared. If you didn't make any, that's fine. You're gonna watch this and learn how to do it. Now, when you're doing YouTube videos, I love YouTube videos. You can learn a lot from them. But the difference in this is that you can ask questions. You can ask questions and actually get an understanding of what's going on. All right. The next thing we're going to do is I like to add chicken broth to it. So hold on just a minute. We're going to make some chicken broth. Now you can make chicken broth the old-fashioned way, where you just boil your chicken. But I found out that one of the best ways for me to get a good flavorful broth is to make it with some instant broth. Get a good broth brand. And this is a good way to make your broth. This is what I use right here. That's what I use. Better than bouillon. Bouillon. All right, so we're going to make about 2 cups of broth. Producer, tighten up on that focus there. Don't put on automatic because a box will come up there. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Does that look good to y'all out there? Y'all quiet, but how does that look? All right, we're going to take 2 cups of water. Two cups of water and mix it in here. Now this is going to help us get our liquid moisture. Let's see, 2 cups. Hot. 2 cups to 3 cups. We're going to start with 2 cups. Yes, 2 cups. All right, we're gonna pour it in like this. Now at this point, you can't use your hands to mix that together because that's too hot. So I'm doing it like this. It's a little moist, but it's not as moist as we want it. And we're just using this actually to start getting that chicken flavor in there. You got to put some time into making cornbread dressing. It ain't something you just throw together. All right. And one of the things you're going to learn too with this is with soul food, you make adjustments as you go along. But what we have right now is basically the foundation of basic ingredients. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add some soup to it. And you can buy a name brand or you can buy Great Value. I like Great Value for certain things, but this is cream of celery and this is cream of chicken. Now with my cream of chicken, I got to get the best because that's what my flavor is. So this is okay, but we take this and we don't add water to it. We just take our soup, mix it in. This is flavor. Nothing but flavor. All right. And listen, you know, in the day that we live now, everybody wants to make everything fast. Fast meals, fast. And you know, when you take your time and make a meal, you can tell in the quality of taste, quality of ingredients. And then with this, one of these type meals, it's good the first day, but I'm telling you, the second day is even better. Yes, it is. It's better the second day. All right, we got to get a bigger spoon now. This baby spoon ain't gonna work. And we're gonna have to get a better camera too. We're gonna have to get a camera that's like they have on TV in the ceiling. All right, we're mixing this in. All right, it's starting to take a different texture and consistency. That's exactly what we want. It's getting thicker. And as you go, if you see little pieces in there, if you didn't break them up while you were breaking it up, break it up in this. Break it up. Don't let all those big pieces, and you may leave a few chunks for texture's sake, but don't let all of them stay together. Break them up. The producer's doing a great job on following me with that camera. Look at that. Woo! Nothing but flavor. The recipe that I'm using for you, I'm just going to use basic seasonings for this. And the only little kabam I'm going to add in here is going to be, what is it? Sage. I love me some sage. And I grow my sage too. I grow it. All right. Y'all out there? I see Mariah's still there. I see we got 3 people. And the only people that are on here are the ones that I sent the link to. So those are not just random numbers. And like I said, I thank you all for the opportunity to share with you in this workshop. It's a little thick right now, but that's okay. I'm talking about the dressing. That's fine. You're stirring all that flavor in. All right. All righty. What we're going to do now, we're going to add 2 eggs to it. I'm using extra large eggs. This is what I do. Whisk them. Let some air get in there. Then bring it back. Incorporate the eggs in there. The eggs are going to help it to rise. Help it rise when you start baking it. And you know what? I'm going to add another egg in here too. And you don't have to add another one, but I'm going to add another one. I want it to make it a little richer, a little more fluffier. So that's 3 eggs that I'm adding. And once you start making dressing, you'll know. Okay, trying to smell some gas here. All right. It's looking good. This is going to be some smooth dressing. I can already tell. All right, something else I'm going to add to it as well. As I said, as you notice, the recipe that I sent you, I'm deviating from it. And you can actually do yours the way that I'm doing it actually in real time. I'm getting ready to add some garlic. Add about half a tablespoon of garlic. Well, I can eyeball it. That garlic actually gives a background taste. Add some body to it. It doesn't give it a garlicky taste, but it adds body to the dressing as far as the flavor, like a bottom. All right, that's smooth. Woo! Look at that. It's smooth. That's gonna be some smooth dressing. Golly. All right. It's not fluffy yet. I gotta add some more liquid to it, but it's coming along real good. That's beautiful. And what I'm gonna do now is add some sage. A lot of people, some people don't like sage. Some people like sage. I love it. Let me rub it and see how it. Say, give me a minute here. Oh my God. You can put it on me for a minute. Up a little bit. Take it out. All right, this is sage right here. I grew this sage. And this is sage. And so when it comes to sage, when you are using sage and after you dry it for a moment, it doesn't have a smell. It doesn't have a smell. You can't even smell it really. It just smells like leaves. But the secret is when you rub it together. When you rub the sage, that's when the flavor is released. So I'm about to release the flavor of the sage. Got a couple of leaves here. I love the sage. All right, Mariah, put it on me now. And show them how to rub the sage down here. All right, you just rub it. And that breaks it up. And as it breaks up, you can smell the flavor. It releases the flavor. Sage is good in sausage. A couple other recipes, Italian recipes is use sage, but it's really good. Now, if you're not familiar with sage, you may not want to try it because you don't know really what to expect. All right, I'm gonna stir this sage in here. All right, still smooth. All right. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to saute the vegetables. Give me just a minute to set up. We're going to get to sauteing. Y'all still with me? All right, you got the measurements in regards to the vegetables that we're using. We're using what in New Orleans is called the Trinity. We're using onions, bell pepper, and we didn't put garlic in it, but onions, bell pepper, and celery. Those are what's considered the trinity of vegetables when it comes to cooking pretty much a whole lot of dishes. So hang on. I'm going there. We're gonna let that heat get a little bit. Everybody all right out there? It doesn't take long for that thing to heat up either. Now I'm gonna use butter with this. You can use butter, olive oil. I'm gonna use butter. And you have the measurements. You got the measurements of what I put in this. So we're gonna start. I'm gonna start with the onions because I want them to become a little translucent. I'm gonna get them. We don't want our onions, none of our vegetables actually be crunchy in the dressing. We want them to be soft. So when you bite into them, they release their actual flavor. The onions, the celery, and the bell pepper. Bell pepper. And we put in the celery. Smells really good. So that's going to take a few minutes to cook down, get salt. And the butter that we use in here, that's going to add more flavor to that's going to add another flavor layer to the dressing. Can y'all see good? How was that? How's that? Is it sharp? It could be because of the light too. Let me give a little, help the light out a little bit. This, I want them to be able to see really well. That helped out. Right there. While we're doing this, I want to let you know we're going to have to add some more chicken stock. That's where we're going to get our moisture from adding that next layer of chicken stock. But we had to add enough to work with. Now this is going to take a minute. Y'all may want to go take a little break or something and come back. But don't change channels. What you're doing now is actually cooking some of the water out of it too. So it's going to take a minute for this. So I'm going to let that sit there for a minute. Yeah, right. Maybe I should have already cooked this, but like I said, this is my first time, so I'm learning how to be a streaming chef. All right, while that's cooking, we know your time is valuable. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna add the chicken stock. Let me get this water a little hot again. And we're gonna get ready to add the actual chicken to the dressing. Yes, that's what we're gonna do. Y'all still with me? Oh yeah. We cooking dressing, we ain't going nowhere. Now, are you learning something? Are you getting something out of this? Come on, say something in the chat section for me. Something, please. Hello or something. Let me know you're there. Let me know you're there. Let me know You are still there. Anybody say anything? Come on, come on. Say something to me. Say something, please. Please. All right, let's move over here. Back. Let's move back. Let's see, let me adjust here. All right, we're trying to get this thing set up here, right? All right, got that going. Let me check the vegetables, see how they're coming along, and then we're gonna come in and add this chicken and this chicken stock. Oh my, the vegetables are coming very good, very good. Woo! If you could smell what I smell. If you could smell what I smell. Come on, somebody that left me. All right, I'm coming back. Here I come. All right. I got my chicken here. I roasted my chicken, broiled it, baked it. And these are chicken breasts. Now, chicken breasts a lot of times are a lot drier. The texture's a little tougher. But you can also use chicken thighs as well. Chicken thighs, skinless. And you can take the skin and boil them and use those for your chicken stock, actually. All right, let me check this over here. Cooking down very good. Okay, we're gonna add our chicken. This is more than 2 cups here, but add 2 cups and stir it as best you can because it's gonna be a little tougher till we get that chicken broth in here. But it's a lot of flavor in there now. A lot of flavor. All right, we're getting ready to add this. We're gonna add our chicken broth to this. Let me move down here. I got my monitor and my cables there. Doing the best that I can with what I got. All right, let's add this. Enough for 2 cups. And Okay, we got that ready. That's good. Next, what we're going to do, add our vegetables. Make sure your oven is at the temperature that's stated in the recipe. Already preheating. Look at this. All right, nothing but layers of flavor. Nothing but layers. All right, now we're gonna release the flavors. We're about to pour this chicken broth in here and release these flavors that we've been compounding, building on. Don't pour it all in at once. Pour it in and start to stir it until it starts to loosen up. There we go. Now it's coming together. You can see where we're going with this. All right. It's still not as loose as we want it. Because what happens is the moisture is going to cook out, and the if you don't have enough in here, it'll cook out too fast and become dry. And if you have too much, it won't cook out. It'll take forever to cook out, and you have soupy. But you do want it not to. You want the consistency of I don't know what you describe the consistency, but I actually want a little more water in here, a little more chicken stock. Because what happens is, as I said, it'll cook out too fast, and the consistency of the dressing won't be actually what you wanted. So we're going to add, we've already added 4 cups. We're going to add maybe 1 more cup. And then we're going to start cooking. And you can take a spoonful, test it out. See if you need some salt. See if you need more salt. See if the pepper's where you want it. And if you have to make any adjustments, this is soul food. You hear me? This is soul food. You can make adjustments with soul food. It's got to taste good and feel good to your mouth. That's good. That's good. It doesn't need anything, but maybe some more chicken. And that's one of the reasons I need more liquid, because of the chicken. Can you believe we've been at this for an hour? Wow. Well, not even an hour, close to an hour. See, this is going to be gummy if I cook it now. What the eggs do is, once I add the right consistency of liquid, it's going to fluff it up. It won't be like bread, but it'll be like bread dressing. Give me a minute. Alrighty. You're gonna add water. I'm not gonna put any more chicken stock. I'm just adding water. Because you have to remember, when I use the instant chicken stock mixture, it has flavor in it. So if you add too much, the flavor will be overpowering, and it'll taste actually like that brand of chicken stock. All right, this is good. It's the way you want it, right? Yeah. Make sure you stir it good. Mixing everything, incorporating everything in here. Does it look okay to you guys? Come on, tell me something. Does it look good to anybody out there? Does it look ugly? If it looks ugly, let me know. Look at that. Look at that. Now you can make it a little more. You can add, you could add a little more water to it, or you can leave it right here. As I said, this is soul food. Once you cook it the first time, you'll know what you need to add, what you need to take away. All right, let me get my casserole dish. And we're about to put it in the oven. I'm here. Give me a minute. I'll be right back. Y'all have any questions? Anybody got any questions? Put them in the chat section. Any questions? I don't want you to have any questions. I want you to have all your questions answered. Almost over there. And what I'm going to do is put it in the oven and we'll break. And once it comes out the oven, is that all right with y'all? It's okay to break? Ooh, sorry about that. And I'm going to tell you another secret too. You can take your dressing after you make it. Let it sit a few minutes. Give the flavors a time. Give them a little time to rest, come together. Come together. Over me. Come together. All right, it's coming together. Pour that in there. And this is actually enough for 2 pans. You don't want to fill it all the way up. It takes longer to bake when you do that. Smooth it out. Look at that. Look at that. What you think? What do you think? Look at that. Look at that. Does that look good? All right, we're getting ready to put it in the oven. Hold on just a minute. The oven is at, wait a minute. All right, we're gonna put it in the oven, give it a few minutes. The oven some kind of way went adjust it to something else. So give me a few minutes. And we're gonna put it in the oven. But I have something special here. I'm gonna make some gravy. And I already have some people call them giblets, I call them gizzards. That's what we used to call them, gizzards. I got my gizzards, and I like to have a little liver in my, chicken liver in my not dressing, but my gravy. So we're gonna make some gravy to go along with this as well. Let my stove catch up. Right now it's at 205. Now, this is enough dressing for two, I don't know what this measurement is, but this is a nice size casserole dish. This is enough for 2 servings. 2 servings of those dishes. So you can freeze it. You can put it in a refrigerator and cook it a couple of days later. Let me see. I want to show you something. I can get the camera up here on me. Just a minute here. Let's say this is a work in progress, people. All right, right there. All right. I know how to make gravy. This ain't Burger King. This ain't Wendy's. This ain't McDonald's. We know how to do it. I know you know how to do it too, probably. But hey, I found out, this is what I found out. It takes time to make gravy. It takes time to make it. You have to brown the grease, put the flour in, make the roux and all this. And that takes time. So one day I was in Walmart and I said, hey, I passed this stuff for years. Let me try this and see how this tastes. And I tried their gravy mixes. Walmart, McCormick, all of them. I tried them. They are good. They're good. They save you time. So why take time making all the gravy when all you got to do is do this? Within a few minutes, you got your gravy. And if you add, like I have, the gizzards and the chicken livers, it makes it take it up that next notch. So this is good. Trust me, this is good. And you probably want to try this to go along with your chicken and dressing. Try it. You probably will like it. Let me ask y'all, do y'all put eggs in your, chop up your boiled eggs and put it in your gravy? I like that too. I probably should have done that. I may still do that. Take a few eggs, chop them up, put them in the egg yolks and everything, and put it in your gravy. It loads your gravy and actually helps to make the meal even better because you got gravy that is loaded with proteins as well as the gravy roux. So that adds. And all you have to do is once you get all this together, get some vegetables. Now I'm gonna tell you something that's really good with chicken and dressing. Sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are really good with chicken and dressing. You got the sweet and you got the salty. Now I'm gonna tell you another secret when it comes to your chicken and dressing. I didn't do it with this. Sometimes it's good to add tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of sugar. It doesn't make it sweet, but it balances out the flavor. So remember that. Try that in one of your times you cook it, and remember the difference, and you'll see it balances out the flavor, balances out the salt, it balances them out. That's all I can tell you. When you taste it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, let's check and see what the temperature is on the stove now. 300 degrees, 300. We got a minute to go, We're gonna pop it in there. We're gonna pop it in. Let me get something to drink. I don't drink alcoholic beverages. The strongest I drink is a soda pop. So hold on a minute. Put me a Dr. Pepper in the freezer. Hopefully it's coolable. I apologize that I don't know if the stove kicked off or something. Sorry. Please forgive me. This is my first time doing this. This is all new to me. I like doing it, but I got to learn how to get better at it. And the only way to learn to get better is step out on faith and do it. And that's what I did. And like I said, you all really don't know, but I really appreciate you because you didn't know nothing about me. You just saw me on the group that I started. And you took a leap of faith and purchased an admission to this. And I'm going to remember you. I will remember you. I got your names. I'm going to remember you. And when I do something in the future, I'm going to do something special for you because you three took the time to give me a chance. And that's all I asked, and you gave me a chance, and I appreciate it. And I hope, God knows, I hope y'all learning something. I hope you're getting something. I hope that if you didn't know anything about cornbread dressing, I hope you've learned enough to be able to go back and do this, and it brings joy to your family. That's my desire. That's my prayer for this workshop that I'm doing. So, and if you see anything that will make this better, I know I'm not the greatest entertainer. There are a lot of great people out there doing cooking videos that are great when it comes to camera presence and how they do the presentation. They got stories and everything. I haven't made it there yet, but if you see anything that would make this presentation better, let me know. Inbox me, message me, and you can even put it in the comment section. I wouldn't be offended at all because it's just us here. It's just us. Let me check it again. It's at 365. We're still rising. I got some daughters that are very good YouTubers. I don't know if they want me to drop their name because they're pretty much famous on YouTube. But I'm not as good as they are even. But like I said, I'm taking a leap of faith. And, you know, some of you that are watching, some of you that are watching this, there may be some things you want to do, but you don't have the skills or, you know, there are excuses you can come up with why you're not doing it. And I want to encourage you, step out on faith and do it. Do it. Even if you fall, at least you stepped out and you can learn from whatever way that you failed. Not to do that again. Oops, won't do that again. So I want to encourage y'all. We're not just here for the food. We're here to be better and do better. I know I am. And that's why I asked you, you know, if you see something that will help to make this better, I'm trying this light out here. If you see something that'll make this a better presentation the next go round, let me know in the chat section. Nobody's chatted with me. I guess that's something I got to work on. How to get my people involved. How to get them involved and say something while they're on here. So let me see. Let me see something here. Hold on a minute. Give me just a minute. I'm trying to see if my YouTube is going to bring this up. It's still rising. Still rising. All right, let me send myself this link and I want to see something. Give me just a minute. All right, there it is. There it is. It's what we've been waiting on. All right, let me come back. All right, let me see. Let's see. Let me see. I want to see if go to Facebook, see if I had any inboxes from any of the ones that were supposed to be on there. Sure. I don't see anything. All right. Let me put this in the stove. It's ready. Just a minute. Just a minute. That cable right there's a light cable. Okay. Look at it. Okay, we're gonna put it in here for 30 minutes and see. It should be ready within 30 minutes. All right, I'm back. I'm trying to see if my link was working that I sent. Just want to make sure everybody had the link. I thought I did, but I just like to go back and make extra sure. Okay. All right, we're gonna check back in 30 minutes. Um, you know what? I'm gonna leave the camera going because I don't want to have to create a new link. I'm gonna leave the camera going, and we'll come back in. What time is it? 5:19. We'll come back at 5:50. 5:50. We'll be back. And like I said, I'm not going to turn the camera off, but I'm going to leave it on, and we'll come back at 5:50 to see what we're looking like. All right. See you guys then. What I'm gonna do is wash a few dishes and stuff and kind of tidy up while that's going on. All right. That's what I'm getting ready to do. If you got any questions, anything, I'll be checking the screen periodically. What must I do? What steps must I take? Oh no. What shall I do? What shall I do? Get an answer from you. If you're just getting on, we'll be back. We'll be back. We're waiting to 3:50, no, 5:50. As I said, I didn't want to shut down this link and open a new link. So if you got to step away, come back at 5:50 Central Standard Time, and we'll see what we're working with. I might just in the meantime do this gravy. I think I'm gonna boil a couple of eggs to put in here. Yes. You know, my dream, my desire is to get this thing going so until it's actually a production. And I'm talking about a major production, major like you see on the Food Network and some of those things. But you have to start somewhere. That's what I always tell people. You know, a lot of times people are waiting to the perfect time. Everything's perfect in their life to start something or to do something. If I would have been that type of person, I would have never done anything in life, period. Oh my God, we got Gabrielle on here. Oh my God, a major YouTuber, an influencer. Hey Gab, we're cooking chicken and dressing, buttermilk, cornbread dressing, and chicken. So after the broadcast, you can come by tonight and get you some. Yes. Hey, you can come by tonight and get you some after you finish cooking it. All right, I'm getting ready to boil some eggs. I'm gonna put 2 of these in there. I keep looking, that's the monitor I'm looking at right there, but this is a camera. We're gonna do 2 eggs. This is something you may not have known. When you're boiling your eggs, do anybody know how to prevent your eggs, the shells from sticking to your eggs when you get ready to peel them? Anybody know? Type it in the chat section. If you don't know, I'll come back and tell you. Every day you become so real to me, to me. To prevent your eggs from sticking, this is what you need. Salt. Sprinkle a generous amount of salt in the boiling water, and when you take your eggs out, they won't stick like they used to if you've never used salt before. Nothing like good salt. Y'all looking forward to daylight saving time? Is it daylight saving time? Looking forward to falling back time? I ain't looking forward to it, but hey, it's a part of life. It is what it is. All right, it's 5:27. We're moving, we're making progress. The dressing is looking good, smelling good. All right. Why do I always say all right? I always wonder that. That's a vocal pause that I do. I want to stop doing it. Gotta work at it. Let me look at this and see what we have to do. I'm going to do two packets, which is going to need 2 cups of water. So what it says is empty mix into small saucepan with a whisk, stir in 1 cup of cold water, bring to a boil, stirring constantly, reduce heat and simmer 1 minute. That's what we're going to do. Okay, let me see. What does it say? Empty mix into the saucepan, 1 cup of cold water. Do y'all want to see that? Do you want to see that? All right, let's look at that. Let's look at it. Watching you make gravy. We're gonna put this in here. All right, 2 cups of water, and we're gonna whisk it. 2 cups of cold water. It's not much gravy, not for me. But it'll do for now. I like a lot of gravy. Any of y'all like that? I like to drown my dressing in gravy. I like to put so much gravy on my dressing until it needs a life jacket. I like to put so much gravy on my dressing until it says, I'm drowning. There we go. All right. It should thicken up once we add the heat to it. Woo-hoo. All right, I'm gonna turn the heat on. Put it on a medium heat. I'm just gonna whisk it. It should thicken up. This is chicken gravy. It looks like eggs, don't it? Looks like custard. And see, while we're doing all this, time is still moving forward. It's 5:32. Can you dig it? I can't believe I'm doing my first cooking show. Doing my first cooking show. Mariah, did you see that message? Check the text messages about PF Chang. Nobody else said nothing. Let me take a peek in the oven. It's looking good. Beautiful. Hmm? I didn't hear you. I said something. Oh, okay. What they say? Oh, okay. For your name is great and greatly to be praised. Oh my. Oh my. My. Ah. All right. Y'all hanging in there with me? I said, are you hanging in there with me? With me? Oh, yeah. I'm gonna tell you another gravy secret too. This is, you can actually use cream of chicken soup for your dressing as your gravy. And you can come back with cream of chicken soup. You control the consistency. And this actually, this is what this looks like. And you know, chicken noodle soup is nothing but chicken broth with a little flavor and some noodles added to it. And this is thickening up. It's looking good. Gabrielle, you still there? Oh, it's thickening up. Really good. Oh, man. Yeah, baby. Look at that. When it coats your spoon like that, it's ready. You can reduce it even more, but that's good for me. Right there. I haven't said anything about it, but if you're on here, check out my website. I have a website. It just came to my mind to mention it. My website is urbansoulchef.com. Now, currently on my website, I'm only selling spices, but you can check out my spices on my website, urbansoulchef.com. All right, what we're going to do, see that? Keep saying all right. Turn this thing off. And I'm going to add my gizzards and my livers. It's a lot. Like I said, I like mine with a lot. This is more than I normally put in because I thought the gravy was going to be a lot more gravy than this. But I ain't got no livers and gizzards to waste. And this would be, let's call this meat lovers gravy. That's going to be a loaded gravy right there. Looks like sausage and biscuit gravy. It's good. I can tell you that. I can tell you that. We've about done this thing, y'all. Y'all have hung in there with me. I appreciate it. The dressing is actually almost ready. We're about to bring it out in a minute. A few minutes, rather. We're about to bring it out in a few minutes. I'm gonna, after that, what I'll do is after I cut these eggs up and put the eggs in there, we'll bring the gravy out. Is that all right? And we'll be about to conclude this video. Yes. All right, let me do this. The eggs are ready. Look at that. We're going. We're almost done. Hang in there, people. Hang in there, my friends. That sound you hear is me chopping up these eggs. That's what you hear. Just one little egg. All right, one last egg, and we're gonna take the dressing out because it's ready. If you cooked along with me, we about ready to eat. I don't know if anybody cooked along with me, but if you did, yours is either ready or it's almost ready. And I hope it's to your liking. Glory be to God. I hope it's to your pleasure. Oh, that looks good right there. Now that right there looks like that should be on TV. That's a good shot right there. Look at that. That's just a beautiful shot. Let me bring it into focus a little bit. Let me get my camera to get a shot of that too. Ooh, that's beautiful. Woo. Should have been taking pictures all the time. Why y'all didn't tell me? All right. Let me stir that up, and then we're gonna get this dressing out. Yes, we are. Ah. Smelling like Thanksgiving up in here. Look at that. Loaded gravy. Sheesh. Sheesh, Louise. What is that? Oof. All right, hold on a minute. Intermission. Get ready to move. Let me. All right, let me get something to get this, and we're gonna towels. Now. All right, here's the dressing. This is what we've been waiting on. There it is. Let me move it over here. There it is. Our dressing. Let's get a better light. Kind of like that way. That's if we working this. It's just us working this. That was good. What y'all think? We did this. Let me get this with my camera. Y'all excuse me a minute. Can't get a good angle with my equipment in here. Let me get a good angle with my. Give me just a minute, y'all. I want to put this in the Urban Soul Chef group. Just a minute. And then I'm going to dig in. Let me go live in the group. Give me just a minute. Okay, here we go. Hey, this is Dwayne Morris, the Urban Soul Chef. And I'm coming to you live from the Urban Soul Kitchen right here in Birmingham, Alabama. We've just pretty much concluded the workshop on buttermilk, cornbread, and dressing, along with some chicken up in there. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. This is our finished product right here. Woo! Nothing but flavor. Loaded with flavor. Moist. Fluffy. This is what we were teaching in the workshop on the day, how to do this. And this helps you to be prepared for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is not the time to learn the week of Thanksgiving is not the time to learn how to do dressing. You need to be getting ready, getting your game on now. So we're going to do this workshop in the future again, and I'd like for you to be a part of it. And we're going to also do some workshops on sweet potato pies and a few other things that a lot of people like for Thanksgiving. All right, talk to you guys later. All right, y'all still there? Let me get a plate. We're gonna get busy. Move on over. You get a spoon, y'all. Thank you so much for your patience. See, we done lost some viewers. Lord have mercy. I'm trying to maintain here. Trying to maintain, y'all. All right, now watch this. You got to pay attention as I go in here. So start, yeah, there we go. Look at that. It's moist. Woo-hoo-hoo! It's moist. Let me hit this light. Okay, well, it's all right. It's all right. Look at that. And it's good too. Let me go back in the group. But that's pretty much it, y'all. You got any questions or anything? Anybody got any questions? Any comments or anything? I'm gonna go in the group, but that pretty much concludes the workshop. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you were blessed by something you heard even. But let me go back and then I'll come back and say goodbye to everyone. As I said, I appreciate your patience. I appreciate the opportunity to share it with you in this seminar workshop. Okay, give me just a minute. Let me go live here. All right, this is the finished product from our workshop on today. Look at that, moist, moist. Look at that, moist. It's not dry. By no means is it dry. All right, what I'm gonna do is get some gravy. I made some gravy for this. Hold on just a minute. Now my gravy is not just regular gravy. This gravy that I made is meat lovers gravy. That's what I'm calling it. Give me just a minute here. Working two things here. All right, I'm gonna take you over to the stove. Take you over to the stove where you can see my gravy. As I said, this is not just normal gravy. This is meat lovers gravy. This gravy is loaded. The gravy is so loaded until my gravy and my dressing is so loaded until it can be the centerpiece of your meal because it has the meat, it has the bread, it has vegetables in it, and then let me show you this gravy. Ooh. This is my chicken gravy. It's loaded, loaded. It's loaded with, some people call it giblets. I call them gizzards. Gizzards, chicken liver, and egg yolks. Not egg yolks, whole boiled eggs. Take this, put it on top of my dressing. Now this is what we did in the workshop on the day. Today was the day, the first time I've ever done a buttermilk cornbread and dressing workshop. My dressing includes, it's not just cornbread dressing, but it's dressing that has chicken in it. And you can put chicken in it, turkey, pork, and it's not dry by no means. All right? Let's look at this. Look at this. That's a meal right there. They'll be asking, now I'm gonna tell you the worst thing about this, if you cook this for Thanksgiving, they may be wanting you to cook for Thanksgiving all the time. So be aware of that. Be aware you may be asked to be the one that cooks the dressing all the time if you don't mind getting stuck doing that. So I'm gonna do another workshop. As I said, I'm going to do another one with the dressing and one with, let me get back over here, hold on a minute. I'm going to do one with dressing, another one with cornbread dressing, buttermilk cornbread dressing, I like to call it. And I'm going to do one with sweet potato pie. Now, you know, if you mess up what you're cooking for Thanksgiving, you know, they're going to talk about you. If you have dressing that's gummy, dressing that's runny, they're going to talk about you. If you have sweet potato pies that are gummy and and clunky and strings. Oh my God, strings in it. They're going to talk about you. So you don't want that. All right, gang. Let me go back to you here at YouTube. I'm having Facebook is giving me a problem. But right here, cameraman. That's going to conclude our workshop for today. I want to thank all of you that have tuned in. Those of you that paid for admission, I want to let you know I really appreciate you. As I said, for the opportunity to serve you in this capacity. And I pray that not only were you blessed by the food, but that you were blessed by an encouraging word that you probably heard on today. So if you got some dreams and visions that you need to step out on faith, get up and step out on faith and begin to do and work what's on the inside. All right, if you all have no other comments, we're going to close. We're going to dismiss and go our separate ways. God be with you till we meet again.